All right, good morning, everybody. David E. Taylor, you're a piece of shit. Michelle Brannon, you're a lying sack of shit. Ashley, you're complicit. And this is just going to be kind of a quick video today, guys. I got a comment earlier from Aquil The Solar Expert. The irony is you do more harm to these followers by trying to expose this dude. What benefit do you really get? What benefit do you really get from exposing him? An ego stroke as if you're a savior, i.e. self-righteousness? I'm not religious, okay? Only proving his point further and strengthening these people's faith. No, we're not strengthening these people's faith. It's funny that you come on here, Aquil the Solar Expert, okay? If you really knew what was going on here, the financial crimes are just the tip of the iceberg, you stupid ass. If you would dig a little bit deeper instead of just coming on here and fucking throwing around claims of self-righteousness and that I have an ego boost, it has nothing to do with that. Put yourself in their shoes, Aquil the Solar Expert. What if you had a family member, okay, in this cult? It is a cult, okay, and David is a fucking destructive leader. Say your family member was mentally ill, okay? Say you have a family member who's mentally ill. Put yourself in these people's shoes. You're being fucking manipulated out of your last dollar. You're being fucking just abused, manipulated, scammed, everything. What would you do, Aquil the Solar Expert? What would you do in this situation? Would you just stand by and fucking not do anything and let your family be fucking manipulated? Would you let your family member, continue to be, to be harassed and maybe stalked by these people? It all has purpose that we may not be ready to understand just yet. Aquil the Solar Expert, this is another fucking Jim Jones in the making. You don't fucking get it though. You just come on here and you fucking spew out your bullshit, but you don't know what the fuck is going on here, dude. It goes a lot fucking deeper than that. The financial crimes are just the tip of the fucking iceberg, man. It ain't like if they stop giving him millions, it's going in your bank account. It's not going to go to my fucking bank account, you stupid fuck. I know that. But the fact that David is scamming mentally ill people, that's where it's a fucking issue for me. Put yourself in their shoes, Aquil the Solar Expert. What would you do? What would you do if you had a family member that was in this fucking cult? Would you just stand by fucking voiceless and fucking stand by like a piece of shit like everybody, like everybody in this fucking cult? Or would you actually stand up and do something for the better good? Or would you just sit here and fucking make baseless claims? I won't allow people like this on my channel because they have actually no clue as to what's going on. People come on here, will fucking just spit negative shit all the time, saying that I have an ego trip. It has nothing to do with ego. Look at my fucking subscriber count, it's small. You think I care? I don't have a fucking ego. David's the one with the fucking ego. I mean, look at him. Aquil the Solar Expert. Have you fucking watched his videos and taken time to actually sift through and do some fucking actual like background investigating work on this sack of shit? Or did you just come on here fucking spewing your fucking shit like you're the man? I'm curious because you have no fucking clue what's going on here. I would recommend before you come on here trying to call me fucking self-righteous and that I have an ego, you fucking find out who I am first, okay? I don't know why the fuck I do this. I get no money out of this. I'm not going to fucking take money from this. This is purely motivation, Aquil the Solar Expert. That's it. Motivation. No, I don't get any. I have no intention of monetizing my channel. I have no intention of taking money out of this. This is purely to show what fucking people with a common interest can do to fucking expose a sack of shit like this. There's a group with the common interest here. You might not fucking know that though. Whether you do or not, I don't know. But the group is bigger than you. So before you come on here and starting to say shit about, the irony and the followers that we're doing harm, they're doing harm to themselves by fucking staying there, okay? I've got stories, Aquil the Solar Expert. People have fucking called me and told me fucking horror stories of this sack of shit. So before you come on here saying shit, dude, just make sure you know who the fuck I am, okay? Because I'm not going to deal with your fucking just ranting bullshit about billions of dollars, and because you obviously don't know what the fuck is going on here. So people like this, I just block from my channel because I'm not going to fucking deal with people like this bringing negativity onto my channel. So blocked. If you're some solar expert, maybe you should stick to the solar expertise instead of dealing with what we're doing with here because you have no fucking clue what we're doing. Okay? If you did, you would be in on this with us, helping us. But apparently, you just want to come out here and fucking spew your bullshit. So, in that case, don't come here, please, if you're going to do that. This is already a fucking dark entity we're dealing with. Fucking cult. And you're going to come on here and just try and run your fucking mouth, dude. Don't do it, okay? It's not going to work out for you. It won't work out for anybody here, I promise. We're trying to stop this guy. We're already in the process of it. We filed tax fraud reports. You know, people are going to start looking into him real soon. So again, don't come on here saying shit because we're fucking 10 steps ahead of you. Okay, we know what's going on with David. He's a destructive fucking cult leader. There's dangerous things going on there, and we know it for a fact. We know for a fact what's going on there. We know he's a fucking destructive leader. We know there's abuse. We know there's fucking coercion. Probably some sexual and fucking manipulation going on there too, okay? The number one, Sharita Davis, the number one servants of David and Michelle or Tony. Yeah. Yep. There's another guy on YouTube now called Apostle Keith Bryant saying that there's going to be a war coming, that he's been fucking having dreams too. But this guy's kind of a nobody. Ramon Miller, I still think it was funny you was on their virtual conference. I was cracking up. Yeah, they can't fucking hide from me, man. Apostle, the residential center, St. Louis. Yeah, you always leave the best comments, man. Pablo Meza, why does it look like that Rolls Royce is in the Middle East? Because it is in the Middle East. It's not their fucking Rolls Royce, dude. They couldn't afford that car. They can't afford anything they were talking about this last week. Michelle thinks David is God's mouthpiece. No, that's not what comes to mind by any stretch. Yeah. So that's just kind of a quick video, guys. I just want to kind of give a shout out to that Aquil The Solar guy. If you knew what was going on here, man, you know, take the shoes off and put them on the foot of somebody that's in that fucking cult that's being just fucking totally manipulated, scammed, degraded, you know, everything. Take your pick, man. What I recommend you do, Aquil The Solar guy, is look up the 7 traits of a destructive leader and go ahead and apply every single one of those to David if you fucking know who David is, you know. So, you guys, thank you for the subscribers, everybody. I'll do a video later on this evening. I got some stuff to do today, but I'll be doing a video later on and addressing some things that I've been thinking about the last few days. So, you guys hit that like and subscribe. Thank you for being here. Just a quick video this morning. I wanted to address this guy because I just don't deal well with people like this coming on here saying it's an ego trip for me. It's not an ego trip, dude. If you knew what the fuck was going on here and the shit we've gone through, the fucking emotional shit that I've gone through to fucking deal with this sack of shit about losing my fucking mind, you know, do what I'm doing, then fucking run your mouth, okay? Do what this whole group has done, and then come here and run your mouth. Then you can pretty much have the right to talk in this group about what we're doing. If you haven't done shit, don't fucking say shit, okay? Please.